Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Appamado amata padam pamado machuno padam appamatta namiyante ye pamatta yata mata etang visesato nyatva appamadam hi pandita appamade pamodanti aryanang gochare rata te jaino satatika nichang dalha parakama pusanti dhira nibbanang yogakkhemang anuttarang. Friends and children in the Dhamma, with the advice of Chief Venerable Nayaka Hamduru, we are continuing the series of Dhamma talks based on the Dhamma Pada. We completed the first category, first Vagga, which is the Yamaka Vagga, the twin verses. And we initiate the series based on heedfulness, diligence, Appamada, the second group of stanzas in the Dhamma Pada. Now, this category, this group specifically exhibit about being heedful, being diligent. In other words, being aware and mindful. The first three stanzas of this group dedicated or uttered due to a particular incident, due to a singular incident. Therefore, we decided to take these three as a singular expression of Dhamma and explains to you as the time permits with the story also. Now, once an enlightened disciple of Buddha was sitting on the banks of a river. He was enjoying, he was being mindful of the current of the river, the way the water flows, the sound when the water is flowing, the wind blowing through the trees, the birds singing in the evening sunset. He was immensely engulfed in the natural beauty that he was surrounded. While he was sitting like this, a man approached to him and asked him, "Tell me briefly, in the simple words, what is your religion?" This enlightened disciple just closed his eyes and entered into a deep silence. The man was puzzled. He asked again, "Are you deaf, or are you someone who cannot speak? I asked you a question and you became silent. You did not answer me." This enlightened being said, "I completely heard your question. I listened to your question and I answered you. You were the one who was not listening. My answer is something wordless, something beyond words, which is silence. I could only demonstrate it to you. It is my religion." Then the man said, "It is too complicated, too deep for me. Can you put it into simple words?" Then this enlightened master, he wrote on the sand with his finger. In small words, he wrote meditation. Then this man was more confused. He was not ready to accept this answer. "Please elaborate. I want more details, explanations on this." Then the master again, now in bigger letters, he wrote, "Meditation." Then the man was insisting, "I want more. Give me more about your religion." Then he wrote in block letters, in capital letters, "Meditation." As soon as he wrote this, he wiped it out. And the enlightened master said, "Forget about my writing. I tried to put my religion into words, and I was not telling you exactly what my religion is. Remember the first answer that I gave you with no words. That is the true answer. The rest of the answers are wrong." Silence, meditation, which is to arise within one. In silence, one becomes aware. It is a byproduct of silence that the awareness happens. In the midst of the chaos that arises because of the words, because of the thoughts, there is no awareness. Chaos within make us blind to what is happening in the present moment. In this chaos, we are struck either in the past or in the future, not where what matters, not where what is useful, important, significant. The chaos within make us heedless to the present moment. So the heedfulness, diligence, appamada is a byproduct of developing silence within. It is simultaneous development with the silence. All the Buddhas, whosoever got enlightened in the world, they were equally accepted a certain principle, certain nature among the humanity, among all the living beings. That living being or a human being as he is asleep. Asleep. So Buddha's, their foremost effort is trying to sprinkle as much as water in our eyes to make us awakened. Of course, during the days we think we are awake. At night we go to sleep. During the day we think we are awake, the wakefulness is there. But in the Buddha's eyes, it doesn't matter whether it is awake or not. Physically we can be asleep or awake, but mentally we are asleep as ever. Fast asleep. This sleep, psychological sleep, is what is Buddha meant when he says a human being as he is, fast asleep. As he should be awake. He should be awake in the wakefulness. So what is his guideline? His guidelines is for a human being to be awake, to be mindful, to find the light that gives him the vision within and become enlightened by that light. This is the duty, this is the goal that all the Buddhas aim at. This is the aim that he is moving, to wake up as much as possible. So in the sleep, we can be anyone. We can be crying in our sleep. We can be laughing in our sleep. We can be angry in our sleep. We can be jealous in our sleep. In the sleep, we can be anyone. We can be doing anything. For example, a group of people sleeping in a hall, one of them has woken up. He cannot sleep anymore. And he is watching his fellow human beings. They are fast asleep. Some are snoring. Some are crying in their sleep. Some are laughing. Some are angry. Some are shouting. Some are fighting. Some are being greedy, trying to possess. All the things are happening in their sleep. The one who is awake, will he be sad when he sees that somebody is sad in his sleep? Will he be laughing when he sees that somebody is joyful, happy, laughing in his sleep? Will he be angry at someone who is shouting with rude words in his sleep? He won't be disturbed by any of those perverted activities done in their sleep, because he knows once they are awakened, none of these perversions wouldn't happen. none of these mad activities wouldn't happen. Because he is fully aware that due to their sleep, all this nonsense happening. So why he should be angry, sad, happy, or simply disturbed? Because of the people and their activities done in the sleep. In the Buddha's vision, all the rest of the humanity who are not awakened are fast asleep. In their deep sleep, they are doing all this nonsense. Somebody has become a murderer because of the sleep. Somebody has become a criminal, a thief, a liar. Somebody become jealous. Somebody is angry. Somebody is crying. Somebody is sad. All these nonsense are there because of their sleep, because of their ignorance, because of their unawareness to the truth, because they are fast asleep. And these sleepy people are not ready to wake up. They are not at all ready to get out from their slumber, from their deep sleep. Because in their deep sleep, they are someone. Somebody is a king in their sleep. Somebody is rich in their sleep. Somebody is powerful in his sleep. In their sleep, they are someone. But in their wakefulness, once they wake up, they find only the beggars pretending to be kings, millionaires. Only the weak pretending to be powerful, strong. They hate that awakening. They hate wakefulness and they have invested so much in their sleep. Do you think when Buddhas come and shake them up to wake up, do you think they are happy with the Buddha? They hate Buddhas. They don't like Buddhas. Mad people like to see some other mad people, not the people who are not mad, not the people who are sane that they like to see. They like to see insane people. They like to see those people who invest on their dreams, not the people who wake up from their sleep. So awareness is not, mindfulness is not everybody's favorite area. So Buddhas cannot help. Oh, they just become tired by trying to help those people who are delight in the sleep, who have invested so much in their sleep. Buddhas can help only the people who are trying to open their eyes to the truth, who are getting ready to wake up, those people who do their best to wake up, trying to wake up. Only those people can be helped by the Buddhas. And remember, this wake up happens because of the practice of awareness, practice of mindfulness. And this practice of mindfulness leads someone for that wakefulness. No awakening could happen to us without mindfulness. No enlightenment could happen to us without awareness. And awareness, mindfulness is meditation. Now with this, let's move into the three stanzas. Buddha says, first one, Appamado amata padang. The path to the deathless is awareness. Pamado machuno padang. Unawareness is the path to death. Appamatta namiyanti. Those who aware do not die. Ye pamatta yatamata. They who are unaware are so dead. Now here, deathlessness is to happen because of being aware. What is this deathlessness? Amata. Deathlessness is the Nibbana. But mind you, this is not about the physical death. The body, the physical body is something borrowed, something taken from for some time, not for eternity. Whose body can last for eternity? No one. No one's body can last eternally. Body is a temporary abode, borrowed dress, leased house or vehicle. It is temporary. This temporary body bound to die one day, bound to finish the lease one day. That day we have to get out of it, move out of it. But Buddha says, once you move out of this borrowed body, you are magnetically attracted to a new body. Because you do not know how to live under the open sky without a body. All you know is the body. Beyond the body is not something you know. So when the body dies, you think you die. Because the body for you is you. You are not separated from the body in your vision. So when the body finishes its journey, coming closer to the death, you are so fearful that you are going to die. Because body is you. You do not know anything beyond that body. The one who practices awareness, one who practices mindfulness, he sees, he is bound to see something that doesn't die. Though the body dies, the guest in the body never dies. Guest move out, the house die. House is leased, borrowed, taken for some time. It is a rented house. That house bound to lose, bound to die. But the guest in the house just move out. But easy to say this. Experience this is the way to get out of the fear of death. Experiencing that there is something that never dies, though the body dies, is the only way for us to overcome the fear of death. Because when the body loses, everything is lost. Everything is surrounded because of the body and around the body. So when the body dies, you lose everything. Your money, wealth, properties, people, your prestige, your popularity. Everything you know is all about the body, surrounded the body. So when the body dies, you lose everything. All the fear in the world about losing the exam, losing a job, losing the good name, losing the loved ones, everything. Any fear that arises in us is all about losing. The death is the moment that we lose everything. So the greatest fear in us to arise when the death happens. And people get into a coma because of that fear. In that coma, they never see they die. They are never conscious when they die. When they depart from that physical body, they are never seen. We may have died incalculable times, yet we have never seen the way we get out of this body because of the fear, that great fear of losing. We come into a coma when we die. Now, this is the result of being heedless, being unaware, being unmindful. The result of being mindful gradually, little by little, is that one can experience oneself that there is deathlessness within me. Once I witness something deathless within me, the fear of the death is bound to vanish. So the one who is aware, one who develops awareness, death doesn't apply. This is the goal of all the meditators. To see what is beyond death. Appamado amata padang. The steps towards this deathlessness is being mindful, being aware. Pamado machuno padang. Those who are mindless, those who maintain the chaos within, those who are not heedful, those who do not practice mindfulness, they are just like dead bodies. They are just sleeping. They are not living their life. They are stuck either in the past or in the future. They are stuck in their dreams. At night, their dreams are pictorial. During the days, their dreams are thoughts, words. But the same dream continues. Same dream continues. And these dreams are just dreams. They are not the realities. Once you wake up, only you understand that they are dreams. In their deep sleep, they are zombies. They are not really living. That's what Buddha says. Pamado machuno padang. Unawareness is the path of death. Appamatta namiyanti. Those who are mindful, those who are aware, never dies. Remember again, when he says never dies, it doesn't mean their body. Body dies. Even the Buddha's body died. He just entered, got back again to the cosmic energy. His body died. Even he did not have any authority over that body. And if in his vision that body is something foul, something dirty, what is beauty in this body? Only the dirty. Foulness is there. And this led for him to create a great enmity also. Once he was sitting under a tree. An old Brahmin who was walking on the street in front of that tree, he was walking and happened to see the Buddha sitting there. And this Brahmin at home had a girl who was at the age of marriage. In his mind always working on this idea, to whom my daughter should be married to. And when he saw the Buddha, he did not see his robe, he did not see his begging bowl, but when he saw the Buddha, he just saw how handsome he was. He is a king and he looks like a king. This is the ideal husband for my daughter, he thought. Then he asked the Buddha, don't go anywhere. I have an ideal bride for you. Just wait a bit here. Let me go to my home and bring my daughter to you. Don't go anywhere. And this father rushed to his house, asked the wife to decorate his daughter and bring to the Buddha. Bring to this ideal husband to be. So they brought the daughter, and this daughter is behind. This husband and wife went to the Buddha and said, you see, we brought our daughter. See how beautiful she is. We are ready to give our daughter to you. Please accept her as your bride. What the Buddha said? He said, I don't like to touch your daughter even with my feet. These words really hurt this daughter, this girl, because she thought she was so beautiful. Buddha said, I don't like to touch her even with his feet. And she was so angry. She was so hateful towards the Buddha because Buddha insulted her beauty. Actually, Buddha's vision was to open the eyes of father and mother because they had the opportunity, they had the parami to be awakened. So Buddha had to use these curt, brief, sharp words so that these two elderly people will wake up. But of course, in that wakefulness, in that course of waking up, this girl, this young girl became one of the great, or one of the strongest enemy of the Buddha. And she vowed, one day I will take my revenge. You will be sorry for these words. And she got married to a king called Magandhya, called Udeni. Her name was Magandhya. She became a queen consort, and she tried her best to defeat the Buddha, to make the Buddha's life miserable. Ultimately, she found none of her attempts work. No one can hurt Buddha. When she could not hurt Buddha, she was looking for Buddha's friends, Buddha's followers. And she found there was a follower in the same court. This King Udeni had another queen consort called Samavati, who was an ardent follower of Buddha, who had become a stream enterer, who was practicing Dhamma diligently. Yeah, she was meditating every day. And when Magandhya found that this Samavati, the queen consort of the same king, Udeni, a devotee for the Buddha, Magandhya thought, okay, if I cannot revenge on the Buddha, I will revenge on this woman. I will hurt her. You see how the anger had made her blind? How that enmity, the hatred in her heart, make her ignorant to the truth? She was so hateful. In that hatefulness, she did not know that she is hurting herself. She attempted many schemes to hurt Samavati, but none of those schemes didn't work. Ultimately, she got her cousins, her uncles to burn the palace of Samavati. Samavati and 500 women who was attending to Samavati burnt alive, died in that palace. But they were all born in one of the blissful heavenly realm, because in their hearts there were no hatred, anger, any kind of evil tendencies. Anger and hatred, jealousy, any kind of negative traits arise because of our unawareness. Unawareness is the cause behind for us to maintain our anger, hatred, jealousy, whatsoever negative traits. Unawareness. Those who practice awareness mindfully can never be angry. Mindfully can never keep a hatred within. Mindfully can never be jealous. Only when somebody is unmindful, unaware, they are angry, they are hateful, they are jealous. This Magandhya knows nothing about mindfulness, nothing about awareness. She knows only the chaos within. She is full of anger, hatred. And she burnt that innocent Samavati and the 500 women alive in that palace. But they were clear in their hearts. Their minds were not polluted. Their rebirth was an elevation, a promotion to a higher realm. King got to know about this, and the king Udeni summoned all those relatives of Magandhya, and together with them Magandhya was killed immediately on the next day, and she was perished together with her relatives. They were all demoted to the hellish realm. Based on this incident, that the Buddha uttered these three stanzas to point out what kind of disaster can cause when somebody is not mindful, somebody is not aware. So the second stanza goes as this: Etang visesato nyatva appamadam hi pandita appamade pamodante aryanang gochare rata. Etang visesato nyatva, having known this distinctly, appamadam hi pandita, those who are wise in awareness, appamade pamodante, rejoice in awareness, aryanang gochare rata, delightful in the pasture of the noble ones. These two last lines are very beautiful. If someone is to become mindful, you have to find the delight in it. Not only just be mindful, but to practice mindfulness, practice meditation. You have to find the delight in it. If you are to find delight in meditation, you have to understand that none of the provisions, none of the goals, none of your worldly affairs are giving you the delight, the happiness you seek. We are all in a pursuit of happiness. Equally, all human beings, in spite of the life, the art of living that we are conducting, we are in a pursuit of happiness. Happiness is our goal. Whatever you are doing, your job, your career, your family life, everything is based on this pursuit, pursuing happiness. Once you found that none of the things that I am pursuing giving me happiness, your dreams will shatter about those efforts that you put into those ventures, those areas. Then you are to find happiness in meditation. Once you found happiness in meditation, teachers are not needed. Guides are not needed. Pursuers are not needed. No need to be persuaded. You meditate. Only the people who haven't found happiness yet in meditation have to be persuaded, coaxed by the teachers, guides again and again. Once you found happiness, that's it. You are naturally into the practice of meditation. So the Buddha says, rejoice in awareness. Not the rejoicing in the sleep, rejoicing in the thinking, rejoicing in the dreams. Those who are rejoicing in the thinking, the dreams, the sleep, they will not be joyful when they are practicing awareness. Those who abhor the sleep, the thoughts, the chaos within, the dreams, they will find the joy in the awareness. The last one, Tejhaino satatika nichang dalha parakkama pusanti dhira nibbanang yogakkemang anuttarang. Those meditators persevering, forever firm of their practice, those steadfast ones touch Nibbana. Those steadfast ones touch Nibbana. Incomparable release from body. Incomparable release from body. Release from body. It means they are no more prisoners in the body. Once their last body is released, or once they are released from their last body, they never come back to a body. They live under the sun, in open, without a body. As long as the body exits, suffering exits. So for those who have been liberated from the body, who are released from the body, the suffering doesn't exist anymore. They are liberated. Es Dhammo Sanantano. This is an eternal Dhamma. Let's share all these merits together with our departed ones, those who are dead and gone, our ancestors, forefathers. Wherever they are, may they be rejoiced with our merits. May their present lives become blissful, happy and peaceful by the power of these merits. May the Devas, your guardian deities, be rejoiced with your merits, with our merits. May their protection, may their guidance be with you all. May the Devas be rejoiced with our merits. Let's share merits with the Devas and the departed ones. Akasatta cha bummatta deva naga mahiddika punyantang anumoditva chirang rakkantu loka sasanang. Akasatta cha bummatta deva naga mahiddika punyantang anumoditva chirang rakkantu desanang. Akasatta cha bummatta deva naga mahiddika punyantang anumoditva chiran rakkantu mam paranti. Idang me ñātinang hotu sukita hontu ñātayo. Idam me ñātinang hotu sukita hontu ñātayo. Idam me ñātinang hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo. Blessings for you all. Dukkha roga bhaya vera soka sabbe upaddava anekantarayapi vinassantu ca tejasa jaya siddhi dhanang labhang sotti bhagyam sukam balang siriyayu ca vanno ca bhogam buddhi ca yasava Satavassacha ayucha jiva siddhi bhavantu te ayurarogya sampatti sagga sampatti mevacha ato nibbana sampatti iminate samijjatu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Good night, everybody.